Okay, there we go. We're gonna
My name is Peter Clough.
we're gonna get back into the what's it called? Right where we started. Okay, did Fazbear steal everything? Yeah, we're gonna start right here, exactly where we left off. Shoot. Man, I've been cleaning my desk all day. That's still somehow dirty. And my whole room, I guess, I've been cleaning. So I guess I haven't been concentrating within my desk, but I digress. Oh boy, I am so unprofessional, chat. My bad, y'all. My Wi-Fi's not... There we go, now it's connected. Okay. Doing pretty good, guys. We got 1.12K. So we're doing pretty good. First of all, I'm going to share this to the, Okay, what's going on here? Share. You know what? Screw it. We're doing this manually, then. Okay. Anyways, oh, now it showed up and worked. Oh, clip? No, we don't want to clip. Discard clip. Okay. See, got chat open. Okay. Now, let's get back into it.
But the biggest question that I have yet to solve, and the main question I had going into this game, wasn't about the Mimic, or Edwin Murray, or Security Breach. I wanted to know the truth about the origins of Fazbear Entertainment.
Okay, so before we go into this, sorry, I know we are gonna wait, but hang on. Let me explain. I think, here's my thoughts on the whole thing. Fazbear didn't steal everything. They made the designs. The designs are 100% theirs. They just went to, commission with Edwin Murray to create them, but they were also systematically trying to make them go bankrupt. Or I guess when I say they, I should say more William, because yeah, I'm pretty sure Henry had no part in this. And so yeah, William had did that, and when they failed, he made his own animatronics. And then yeah, then they did steal the models for the Fnaf 1 location, as we clearly saw in the game. But yeah, no, they did not steal the idea for Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, none of that.
William and Henry. These two characters we've known about since the beginning and yet know very little about. Where did they start? How did they create this empire? Who were they, really? But friends, nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared me or the rest of the internet for what we were about to witness.
Spring lock assembly may be required.
No!
I need to find out who killed.
Oh my gosh, ad after ad. But anyway, yeah, when we got to go inside a literal spring lock suit, that was crazy. So yeah, William did not create the spring locks, that's confirmed. They were trying to get Edwin to do it.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my...
To be fair, that reaction was several hours into stream, where all we'd witnessed so far was invention after invention that we thought had been a Fazbear invention for years.
Oh my gosh, I just realized, hang on. Is that supposed to look like the warning sign? Possibly.
Years now, only to discover that Edwin made it. Like the Data Diver, a device used to access certain points around Murray's costume manor that looks an awful lot
Faz
like
wrench.
the Faz wrench we
Yep.
use in Ruin. Or what about the massive list of characters? Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, Orville, Monty, Roxy,
Yep.
Moon, Foxy, Chica, Music Man, Helpy, even the wet floor bots from Security Breach share similarities to the Cleanovac. They're all here in Murray's costume manor with designs, schematics, and costumes strewn around the facility. Edwin and his wife Fiona designed them all. It felt like everything we'd known over the last decade had been a complete lie. It was never William and Henry, it had all been Edwin. Or had it? See, while at first
Yeah, no, like I said, I disagree. Maybe, I'm leaning heavily, maybe yes for Chica and Foxy. Possibly. Since they had, like, Foxy had a puppet and, Chica had a full-fledged suit in the, what's it called, in the game. So that would be reasonable.
it definitely reads that way. There are clues hiding in voice memos, text logs, and just in the physical designs themselves.
Wait, hang on. Why did you have to throw that on
Or
screen?
had it. See, while at first it definitely reads that way, there are clues hiding in voice memos.
Okay, dear Mr. Murray, Fiona is amazing. Wait, Chica's Party World. Dear Mr. Murray, Fiona is amazing. The client is very happy with her chicken designs. Their sales are through the roof. I just wish the costume looked a little bit more like Fiona's art. I'm worried about how it will work with the kids. It gives me nightmares. Milton. Okay, so... Okay, I didn't look too much into the logs. So apparently Chica's... So I guess there's another, yet another sister franchise. With that being Chica's Party World.
Text logs and just in the physical designs themselves that show us the truth is a little more nuanced. So let's jump into our unfinished helpful carts, friends, because we've got to get to the bottom of this and figure out whether William and Henry invented anything or whether they are just complete frauds. First off, there is one important thing we have to clarify. Did William and Henry actually steal Edwin's inventions? And the short answer is no. I've mentioned in a past few theories little tidbits of information about this, but while it was clear Fazbear had some shady business practices and were actively stealing employees trying to obtain company secrets, which is not totally legal, they never actually stopped.
Moving on. Ken, after one interview, they offered me the job. Happened so quick, no questions about my work or skills. They just asked me one question. When can you start? Going to make double what I made here. You should come with me. There's a referral bonus if we could get more Murray employees to jump ship.
Edwin's intellectual property. Edwin was a contractor, and so they would have contracted him to make at Burger
Oh
King.
my gosh. How many freaking ads? YouTube thinks it's slick with inserting all these frequent ads. Y'all aren't tricking anybody. I could tell that y'all are doing that so
for them, like the demo of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that we see in the R&D department. And that whole process would have included contracts that decided ownership, which we sadly never get to see. I can tell you though, as a former contractor myself, typically those contracts favor the client, the person who came to you to be a contractor. When I would shoot or edit a video for someone, that would then go back to them and they would own the final product. I didn't own anything. But what about Chica, who was made for Chica's Party World, not Fazbear? Or Roxy and Foxy, who were built for Edwin's TV show idea? Those were definitely Edwin's, and Fazbear surely had no rights to them. Well, until
I think when they bought the costume manor, I think they probably seized it.
they did. One of the text logs you can obtain is from Willie A. himself.
Oh, confidential software development in the entire MCM catalog. We would Love to keep you on as a lead engineer, although we now technically... Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, we read this one.
Self. And while the message is cut off a bit at the start, the intention is very clear. Quote, software development and the entire MCM catalog. We would love to keep you on as a lead engineer. Although we now technically own the land, we would never touch the house your parents built. Afton was offering Edwin a position at Fazbear because he had just bought MCM, its remaining employees, the ground it's built on, and most importantly, its catalog of characters and inventions.
That's exactly what I said, y'all. That's exactly what I said.
Owned everything. They never stole it from Edwin, they just stole all his employees, drove the business into the ground, and then bought the rights so that they could claim it as their own. But let's be honest here, that's kind of a small nitpick in this whole thing. The real issue here is that we believed Henry and William were these great inventors, and yet it seems like they just kind of bought everything and didn't make
William. Not Henry, William. Just
any of it themselves. How could Henry claim
trapped in prisons of my making
if they weren't his making at all? So let's take a look and try to clear things up. Henry may not be the originator of most of the characters we've attributed to him over the years. R.I.P. Chica was Henry's first theory, but that doesn't mean he didn't invent any characters. From the minute you step into Murray's Costume Manor, you will find one item that appears everywhere in the facility. Pizza boxes from Fredbear's family diner. Now, while we are visiting MCM, the place has been abandoned for a bit. But what that means is that while the place was active, so was Fredbear's diner, which makes sense given Fazbear Entertainment was a thing and had the means to buy MCM in the first place. They need some way to make money. We also see Fredbear and Spring Bonnie on a number of posters throughout the place, identical to the ones we found in Security Breach. But notice what we don't see throughout MCM. Despite promoting posters for the characters of Fredbear's, we never see versions of Fredbear or Bonnie within the main facility. And that is because of...
What are you talking about? We saw the Springlock variant, or the Springlock prototypes of them.
This line.
Every one of my creations are available for purchase or lease.
For Edwin to be able to say that, he would have to own the rights to the characters. But the fact that Bonnie and Freddy are missing implies that those two characters were not created and owned by Edwin, but instead William and Henry. Edwin has posters on the walls because there's clearly a long-standing relationship between the two companies, and based on his audio...
Oh, yep, because all the other ones, Mycelium Men, Sharpie's Salon.
telling us that they should
just hire some teens to wear the suits like we always do.
It seems like he has worked on the diner in some way. So the posters are just him promoting himself, going, hey, you know this successful franchise? Well, I helped make that. But he can't show any of the costumes or animatronics for Fredbear and Bonnie because he doesn't own the rights. They were created and owned by William and Henry. So nice big tick for them there. But that leads us into the big discussion around Fazbear.
Springlock assembly may be required.
No!
Hazards that could
Are you
cause
kidding
issues.
me?
Oh my god!
Henry didn't
Oh
even
my
invent
god!
the
Oh my
Springlock.
god!
Did Edwin
I love that. Just like, they're just like, no, we spent years undone, years of work undone in that
invent
moment.
the Springlocks? Before this point, we've been under the impression that it was Henry who invented the Springlocks, as during the Silver Eyes trilogy, we're pretty much told that outright. Quote, these are Springlocks.
But books aren't canon to the games.
One of the first ones Henry made. But now in Secret of the Mimic, we see plenty of Springlock suits. We see messages about Edwin making them, and we even get to travel around inside them, which is kinda horrifying. However, there is one big detail that stands out pretty quickly, which made me reconsider whether
That's the fact that these Springlocks are not dangerous.
this was another acquired contraption. The fact that we cannot be killed by the Springlocks. Springlock suits are notoriously finicky, causing fatal injury at the first sign of sudden movement.
And it's funny because Dolly, like when we fall off that stage and Dolly's like, oh no, a Springlock failure. We weren't hurt. So a Springlock failure in that regard is different than a Springlock failure in the Fazbear Entertainment regard.
Or water, and yet we managed to fall through an entire floor and yet sustain no injuries. It's almost as if they are not the same kind of Springlocks, and that is exactly the case. We received
Because if we remember in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, remember Phone Guy was saying like, oh, you use the hand crank to compress the spring locks, but then in Secret of the Mimic, we use a literal, like, machine that, like, grabs the spring lock suit and then just, like, compresses them. So it's like they were mechanically that the Edwin Murray's version was like mechanically done, whereas the other one was like a hand crank, which is obviously more unstable than if a machine does it.
A text log from Edwin during the game that specifically talks about updating the spring locks to sustain.
Even with the water damage, they should be ready for the diner soon. I'll just make sure to warn Henry about some of the more odd behaviors they might have.
Water damage and be okay. There's also the fact that the original Spriglocks were designed to be both suit and animatronic, while the new ones seem to only really be suits. And finally, the versions of Fredbear and Spring Bonnie down in the R&D department, while looking somewhat like the versions we know, have colored exoskeletons made of metal, rather than the felt-based material that would stain and discolor like we know.
Well, as we know, those are prototypes. We saw at the back of the model the prototypes.
From modern Springtrap. And to top that off, there's an audio log in the same area that talks about Springlocks being used for a long time before this moment.
It would be so much easier to keep using the spring locks.
The fact that there have been Springlocks used for Hen, while these new improved metal versions of the Springlocks for Fredbear and Spring Bonnie currently only exist down here in the facility, it tells us that there are other Springlocked versions of these characters in existence, felt-based ones that use the old water damage prone designs. So that's it, case closed. Edwin.
Wait. Say that again?
There have been Springlocks used for Hen, while these new improved metal versions of the Springlocks for Fredbear and Spring Bonnie currently only exist down here in the facility, it tells us that there are other Springlocked versions of these characters in existence, felt-based ones that use the old water damage prone designs. So that's it, case closed. Edwin made the new Spring.
Okay, but here's my question though. Wait, go back to his audio.
Colored exoskeletons made of metal, rather than the felt-based material that would stain and discolor like we know from modern Springtrap. And to top that off, there's an audio log in the same area that talks about Springlocks being used for a long time before this moment.
It would be so much easier to keep using the spring locks.
The fact that there have been Springlocks used for Hen, while these new improved metal versions of the Springlocks for Fredbear and old water damage prone designs. So that's it, case closed. Edwin made the new Springlocks, but Henry can still have made the originals.
Three moms sitting down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right? Well, I really wanted that to be true. Believe me, I did. But when Ash and I went back to find all the secrets on GT Live, we discovered this message on one of the Mrs. Helpfuls to Edwin from Fiona.
I'm worried about the new suit design. One of my costumers, Vic, nearly lost his hand today. All he did was spill a can of pop and the thing snapped shut like a bear trap.
Fiona is worried about Edwin's Springlock designs, and the one her team member was wearing does end up having an issue with water damage. It's almost like that text log we read earlier was a response to Fiona's request to check out the problems, because Edwin was involved in the creation of the original designs. This isn't the only time Fiona is worried about Edwin rushing out designs that later cause problems either.
You have a lot of new ideas and new projects coming in. The staff can't keep up with all your changes, but I think you need to step back a little and focus on one project at a time.
This is a pattern of behavior for Edwin. He sprints through dozens of projects, moving on to the next one so fast that his previous invention isn't fully finished, leading to a bunch of failures and returns like we see in the text logs. And so the idea that these Springlock suits that were incredibly dangerous and faulty were also Edwin's creations actually makes a lot of sense for his character. And yes, there is a chance that the original Springlocks were potentially a collaboration between both Henry and Edwin. But right now, I'm just not sure the evidence is there.
Well, remember. What if it was the improvements and they were better with movement, which is bad about? Well, here's the thing: is that we saw a there's a log. I think you probably just joined. A little bit ago, there was a log that went over. It said like, "Oh, we created the new design, and it's working. It's working much better. It's more resistant to the water damage." So that's where that kind of doesn't work, because yeah, it was previously mentioned that the second design of the spring lock was water resistant, but I do think that it would be like it would be a collaboration between these two, because like they have mentioned earlier, Henry said, like in the secret, Freddy in the FNAF 6, like when you see the blueprint of the remnant scooper, he said like something of my own creation. Something is trapped in my own creation. So if he said my own creation, then he would have had to have had a role in this. So it's very possible that both him and Edwin were working on it.
The books say that Henry was the inventor of the spring locks, but that's a very different continuity. The games have never made that claim. The closest we get is
Prisons of my making.
But here, Henry...
That is what I was just talking about. When he says prisons of my making, then, yeah, he clearly had to...
is talking about the normal animatronics, the ones that Edwin never finished. And so you could plausibly say that Henry was the one who made them. Edwin did say that Henry was the one changing the designs.
I got the change order from Hen last night.
Oh.
Why change it now? Now they changed their minds. Well, we're so close to final. The new concepts are frankly creepy.
But he never mentioned spring locks. That doesn't...
The concepts are frankly creepy. And then remember FNAF 2, the first idea was to repair them, but they're just so ugly, you know, and the smell. And then we just decided to go completely kid-friendly. The new characters are frankly creepy. Interesting.
Doesn't make this a retcon. It's just a realigning of our understanding between the different...
Yes, that is what I have been saying. It's like they're not changing things in the lore. They're just... And I'm not saying that they had this planned out from day 1, or even at day 50, or even a year ago. They could have changed this last second, but that doesn't mean it's a retcon. Because technically, when they have it have things like this, it's very carefully intermeshing new ideas of the story into the beginning of the old one, without disrupting anything that was said that within the whole entire storyline that could be a contradiction. It's a very careful craft. And I do have to commend Steel Wool and Scott that they have done a really good job intermeshing this huge thing into the story without making any contradictions that we haven't seen so far. Maybe there is a contradiction, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen any. And it doesn't seem like they've seen any either.
Different continuities of these characters, which is basically what Secret of the Mimic did with all of the book continuities. In the novel trilogy, Henry made the spring locks, but in the games, it was Edwin. Who knows, maybe it'll turn out to be Afton in the movies. But thanks to the company failing and Edwin's eventual demise, the new spring locks for Fazbear's characters were never finished. Fazbear just had to keep using Edwin's old designs, so I guess you could say that it was karma that got Afton in the end. In more ways than one. And speaking of good old Willie A, what did he actually do? I mean, we've always known he's a bit of a scumbag, so I don't think his lack of inventions would be all that surprising. But just like I think we can still credit Henry with the creation of the normal animatronics, I think there are a couple of things Afton can be credited with creating himself, namely the Funtime animatronics and the Scoop. In Sister Location and Pizzeria Simulator, we found blueprints for these devices, and they all have copyright.
Yeah, it's because copyright Afton Robotics, but also just look at the designs of the endoskeletons and just everything. They're just so different from the endoskeletons at Fazbear's.
Attributed to Afton Robotics. Of course, we know that Foxy isn't his OC, that one firmly belongs to Edwin and Fiona, and the whole stomach hatch design definitely borrows from Edwin's springlock designs. But the animatronic part, the weird wiry bodies, we don't see anything like that from Edwin. The Scoop also, of course, bears resemblance.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. This dude reads my mind. I'm not beating the pre-watched allegations. I swear I did not pre-watch this.
to the springlock crane that we find in MCM and that we then saw in Ruin. They have the ability to scoop something out of a costume or springlock suit or whatever. But all the stuff about remnant injection and storage, that's all Afton, baby. Which means at this point, we're pretty even. Edwin did make a lot of stuff that we thought were Henry and William, but that doesn't mean they were completely incompetent or unable to make stuff themselves. However, there is one more thing that we need to discuss. One more invention that, if it was claimed by Afton, could affect the entire timeline as we know it. You see, everyone, and I mean everyone who played this game or watched someone else play it, have been very quick to point out the similarities between David Murray and Afton's son, the Crying Child. The most obvious similarity is their name. Thanks to a friend of the channel, Hyperdroid, and a handful.
Wait. Was his name confirmed, though? David Afton? I don't... Chat, has his name been confirmed? I don't remember it ever... I don't recall it ever being confirmed, but if I'm wrong, let me know. I can't remember it being
Full of other
confirmed.
theorists, last year we came to the conclusion that Crying Child's real name was also David. David Afton.
How did
But
we know
there's
that?
so much more to it than just a name.
Is it a
Their
theory?
bedrooms look almost identical.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying a few streams ago, or a stream or something ago, is that their bedrooms are like near identical, except because here's the there's really strong evidence. Okay. But like yeah, I think I was saying this some other stream, like when William bought out the whole land and stuff. And I guess when he said we wouldn't touch the house your parents, I guess when Edwin died, he was just like, well, he's not gonna care, am I right? So he's just like, okay, this is our house now.
And both of those bedrooms are in houses on top of a hill near a tree
Yup.
and near their father's work.
This
They're
is exactly the theory I was talking about. I
both
think.
missing mother figures in their lives with fathers who spend too much time working. One of the collectibles we get is David Murray's purple
I'm Danielle Sepsi.
I never realized that before. Both fathers that overworked.
plastic telephone, the same one we see in David Afton's bedroom, along with a bunch of other similar toys. David Afton is famously scared of Foxy, having ripped off the head of the Foxy plushie, and his brother Michael bullying
my
him
gosh.
wearing a Foxy mask. David Murray also is afraid of the pirate Fox, crying when Edwin uses one of the Foxy hand puppets on his first birthday.
Ahoy there!
Oh, honey, you're scaring him.
Both of them even have a birthday party for them coming up on a Saturday, only for them to die on that same birthday. Everything about these two feels identical to a strange degree, almost as if they're the same person. But obviously, as I've mentioned, David
But it can't be because what's it called? David, he was out playing or something, and then he's like, okay, go get her.
Murray is dead, so they cannot physically be the same person. But you know who is still alive and kicking? The thing that was created to become David Murray, M2. And this is where we hit an interesting fork in the road. There are two ways we can look at this information. There's the more literal approach, where the reason these two characters feel so similar is because they are the same character. M2 takes on the role of David, and
They can't
Afton
be, though.
adopts it as his child. Or there's the less literal approach. So let's start with that first option. Before we can talk about what this path would solve, we have to figure out
Like
the
I said, it can't be like that. That can't be the thing, because that would just create a bunch of clashes within the wait, actually go back here for a second.
ways we can look at this information. There's the more literal approach, where the reason these two characters feel so similar is because they are the same character. M2 takes on the role of David, and Afton adopts it as his child. Or there's the
Yeah, no, the thing is that can't be the case, because then yeah, that would just a bunch of stuff would clash. Oh yeah, you would cry too. Yeah. Probably wasn't the best thing to do. But yeah, it just, everything clashes. If they're the same character, then that would mean Edwin and William are the same characters, which that wouldn't work. And just a few other characters would be the same, but we only know of Edwin and Fiona only had one son.
less literal approach. So let's start with that first
They both
option.
died in
Before we
completely
can
different
talk about
ways.
what this path would solve, we have to figure out the how of it all. How was William able to get control of M2 and turn it into his son, David, the crying child Afton? Well, that comes down to the secret ending of Secret of the Mimic. You see, in that ending, we complete moon.exe. We get some glitched permissions that allow us to access special doors in the Murray household. And from there, we fix M2, turning them into the perfect mimic of David. M2 then goes to bed and shuts off as the game fades to black. This is the only ending where M2 is completely fixed, which allows him to live on as a child, as David, and therefore, in the future...
I know where he's going with this. What's it called? I know exactly where he's going with this. He's gonna, oh, he's all scrunched down and stuff, and, like, they put a suit over him to make him, or, like, he made, like, an exterior. It's kind of like Megan. If y'all seen the movie Megan, it's kind of like that. Where he's, like, he looks exactly like a real child, but he's actually a robot. I just had a weird thing. Imagine this. So, people were saying that Gregory resembles the crying child a lot. And if the crying child is the mimic, then that would mean Gregory is the mimic. Which would mean that Security Breach Ruin, it technically was Gregory. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. There's a lot of stuff that would have to be proven for that to be true. But it was just weird. I just had a realization. I'm just like, what if? But it's probably highly unlikely.
Could become the crying child that we know from the original games. One of the text logs we get from William directly confirms that he owns the land Murray's costume manor is standing on, including the house Edwin's parents built on the top of the hill, the one where M2 now sleeps. With Fazbear's ownership of the land and the IP and the...
Wait a minute, I just realized. So once again, we're gonna go back to that theory where Gregory is the crying child. Think of this though. When in Fnaf 4, when the bite happens and he's like, "You're broken, I will put you back together," or something. He puts him back together, and that's Gregory.
Inventions inside, that M2 would now belong to William. And so, with the disappearance of Edwin, William would likely show up, at least eventually, to claim what was his. And when he did, he would come across this incredible little machine, mimicking Edwin's son, David.
But that's not the
now,
canon.
Fazbear already knew about this special animatronic that could fit into any costume and learn any routine.
Someone told him about M2.
But seeing it actually imitating a child, essentially bringing a kid back to life, that would absolutely...
Well, here's the thing. Even with his size, his dimensions are... it kind of looks like his dimensions are still a little off. Like, his arms still seem way too long for a child.
Have intrigued Afton. In the Silver Eyes trilogy, it's clear how much he idolizes characters like Henry, those with animatronic and creative genius, who were able to imitate the spark of life itself. He wants to reach their level of genius, to understand, to go even further beyond what they did. Sure, he could have just taken M2, turned it into scrap, or shoved it into another...
How would M2 know how to mimic a kid that's dead? Well, I think this was gone over earlier in the video. So the thing is that David wasn't always the mimic. David was a real kid. This was gone over, and this was before this stream, so, like, there's no chance you would have seen this before tonight if you didn't see this video in itself earlier. But the thing is that how the story goes is that David was a real kid. Then Fiona dies, and presumably in the Fall Fest fire or something like that. So then Edwin created M1, and then M1, essentially replaced her. And then David dies, and then M1 is like, you need to do it again. You need to make another mimic, and then have that mimic David, so then we can all be a family again. And then he essentially takes Fiona's program, which is the M1 program, out, puts it into the Mex's machine that we see in the parachute.exe ending, and then he makes the M2 code, puts that in there, and then that becomes David. But my thing is, here's the thing that that's not quite seeming right, is that the whole reason why Edwin died and disappeared is because he was hearing him mimic David, and he's just like, stop sounding like him, you're not him, and then he retaliates, and then now the mimic has learned violence. So in the crying child, we don't see anything of him in FNAF 4 being violent. We don't see any violent tendencies of him. So that's something that doesn't really make sense.
Other costume. But if he could figure out how it ticked, then he could create more and help his empire grow. It's for this reason that we see Captain Spark of Life in Rise trilogy. It's clear how much he idolizes characters like Henry, those with animatronic and creative genius who were able to imitate the spark of life itself. He wants to reach their level of genius, to understand, to go even further beyond what they did. Sure, he could have just taken M2, turned it into scrap, or shoved it into another costume. But if he could figure out how it ticked, then he could create more and help his empire grow. It's for this reason that we see camera feeds down in the sister location bunker, displaying the FNAF 4 bedroom, the same bedroom where M2 was sleeping. He is monitoring.
This goes into that theory again where, what's it called? Where, Afton turned, Murray's costume manor into the sister location.
M2, watching its every move. He threw different stimuli at it, high-pitched frequencies that messed with its vision, creating animatronics that looked like the stuff of nightmares, all to see how lifelike this thing truly was to a child. Afton was trying to understand how it worked. That's also why we see the Funtime animatronics using technology that allows them to mimic sounds and actions. It was Afton trying to replicate that same technology, but it wasn't fully there yet, because William wasn't the original creator, although they clearly did manage to mimic one thing correctly. In order not to raise suspicion, Afton would need to make M2 look like another one of his kids. We see masks down in the sister location bunker, Afton's attempts to create realistic human costumes, one that M2 would be able to wear out and about, which is why when the Funtimes encounter...
This game is like 10 years old at this point, sister location. How would they have figured that out, like, without retconning anything?
Michael Afton, all those years later, another one of the Afton kids, they knew what they had to do. They mimicked what they saw M2 doing all those years ago, jumping inside the skin of one of the Afton kids in order to explore the world. They were able to mimic an action, but they lacked the nuance of understanding. Just like M2 would stuff people into suits because, as far as it could tell, that's just where human bodies went. Feels like there's maybe a...
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all know what that means. There's a little glitch in their systems where they see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since it's against Fazbear policy, they may try to forcefully stuff you inside of a Freddy Fazbear suit.
Big up lesson we could take away from that. But there are a bunch of other pieces of evidence from previous games that suddenly begin to line up when we continue down this train of thought. For example, why does Mike bully his brother? Of course, older brothers can just be mean sometimes. I should know, I am one. But if David Afton is actually a robot kid wearing a skin suit and they are getting all of this attention from their father, well, that would make any kid jealous and want to lash out. They aren't his real son. Why is he getting all the attention instead of me? It's not fair. Michael then goes on to have an obsession with the show The Immortal and the Restless, which the most famous and frustrating line is, "The baby isn't mine." We've tried to make sense of this thing for years, but now we might finally have an answer. It's not that one of the kids was adopted, or that Afton had a kid with another woman. It's literally not a baby. It's a robot mimicking another man's child. David Murray. In the security logbook, Michael even comments that he relates most to Clara, as she is the one who seems to see the world she lives in as crazy. Just like Michael doesn't understand how people can't tell that this is a weird robot kid that his dad is claiming to be his sibling. But the biggest thing that this solves is actually less to do with M2 itself, and more how the mimic existing in these early parts of the timeline might solve the most infamous line in all of Fnaf. I will put you back together. When this line first
I mentioned it. Oh my gosh, y'all, game theory, y'all need to hire me. I'm predicting everything. I'm predicting everything, bro.
showed up, it confused the heck out of all of us. Up until this point, Afton had been speaking in a bright gold text using the color FFF57, and he
You can get out this time, but you have to hurry. Oh, come on, don't tell me they're gonna say that the color code for the text is gonna mean something.
starts off that way during his final speech to the dying crying child too. However, when we then get to the put you back together part, it's a paler shade of yellow, FFFA0. It was confusing as there weren't really any other characters left to claim that color, nor did it make sense for it to be anyone other than Afton. It wasn't helped that in Ultimate Custom Night, when we're seemingly playing as Afton in Eternal Purgatory, we get lines from Nightmare Fredbear that repeat this idea.
Let me put you back together.
It felt like Scott just made a mistake and used Ultimate Custom Night to rectify that mistake. But now, I offer you an alternative solution. What if the reason it's a similar color to Afton's gold text, but slightly different, is because it isn't Afton, but someone or something pretending to be Afton, mimicking him, if you will. Remember, while we've been focusing on M2 as David Afton, there's another character that Secret of the Mimic introduces to us. M1, Fiona Murray. All she wanted to do was to put her son
But how would she be able to put him back together if she was in the Mex's machine thing?
David back together.
I beg you, put it on the side and fix M2.
And in the secret ending, that's what she got. But
I
then
didn't pick up
Afton swooped
that.
on in
Fix M2. I didn't pick up on that.
and took her son for himself. She was stuck inside the cradle, the Mex's machine. She would have been powerless to stop him. But, as we've talked about before, she was taken away and likely installed into Fazbear's system. So, when Michael took things too far and got M2's head crushed inside of Fredbear, her motherly instincts kicked in. She managed to take over the walkie-talkie and speak directly to M2, promising to put her child back together.
You are M2? Oh my gosh, it's M2. No way.
Again. Meanwhile, Afton would have seen M2 as broken and of no use. If
Yeah,
anything,
both
he'd
mimics.
actually kind of been an inconvenience to him based on Fredbear's dialogue. Plus, he couldn't even fix him if he wanted to. He was just trying to figure out how it worked. He hadn't actually solved it. And regardless, he now had his new fun times, who were using some kind of mimicking software. Those were more than what he needed. So he threw M2 away into the bowels of the rundown facility he owned, MCM, and cemented the whole thing up to start over. But I suspect M2 wasn't completely
But then here's the thing, where does Gregory fall into here then? Because, like, maybe he is a completely different character.
broken. Edwin beat this thing to a mechanical pulp, and yet it managed to carry on. So, once again, just like in the 1970s, this violence towards M2, it getting crushed by Fredbear, taught it how to be violent again. It began to rebuild itself with spare parts, again, now waiting for someone to free it so it could take its revenge. All the while, M1 was working on putting her son back together. She was uploaded to Fazbear's system, took control of the Pizzaplex and a young woman called Vanessa. And with Vanessa's help, she was able to start rebuilding her son, a new mimic robot that looked just like David did before he died. That's right!
Oh my gosh. These people are geniuses.
Right, people, the
Gregory.
Gregbot theory is alive and well! We theorized in our very first security breach theory that Gregory is actually a robot version of the Crying Child, due to just an avalanche of evidence. The fact that they look the same, the fact that Gregory doesn't have any records or parents, that he was living in the Pizzaplex, that
Wow.
Gregory is referred to as broken rather than
No way.
injured. That when Glamrock Freddy gets Roxy's eyes, he says,
You look different to me.
That he has CRT-style vision when Vanny gets too close with what sounds like a sound illusion disc. There's his robotic actions that he takes in the books. Quote, he cocked his head and studied Tony for several seconds. And to top it all off, we have the post-it room, which is covered in notes, starting in binary, but then beginning to turn into phrases we know David Afton would have been saying, like party time or birthday time, like a robot coming into consciousness and learning the identity it's supposed to be taking on. The party was for him, after all. All the
And
signs.
then remember, in the bad ending for Security Breach, Gregory runs out of the Pizzaplex, and who comes to retrieve him?
Point to him being a robot version of the crying child. It just made so much sense. And now I present you with this image. You can find it during the parachute ending of Secret of the
Wait, where do you find
Wouldn't
that,
it be
though?
great if
During the parachute ending. That's like the second time they referenced that, and I don't know where that is.
Mimic, and it's of David sitting on top of a hill with M1. Now, tell me, does that look familiar to you? Because it should. It's almost identical to the image we get from the burn trap ending in Secret of the Mimic, with Gregory sitting on top of a hill.
Wait, doesn't he mean of Security Breach?
Familiar to you, because it should. It's almost identical to the image we get from the burn trap ending in Secret of the Mimic, with Gregory sitting on top of a hill
Yup,
with
he messed
his
up.
protector, Glam Rock Freddy. We are once again being shown the same looking scenario because they are meant to be showing us the same characters. Gregory is M1's attempt to recreate her broken child, David, M2. That might even explain why we get Gregory dropping the elevator on Cassie at the end of Ruin. It could be M1 or M2 controlling the system to get Cassie to come back, or it's because Gregory is still following his programming, acting under the orders of his mother, M1, to bring the family back together. Now, before anyone gets too mad,
Well, no, because the thing is that we know it's M2 in the basement. Or is that what he just said?
at this idea, I recognize it's not perfect. For starters, while there's a bunch of evidence that does work when you look at it through the lens of M2 is the crying child, the trouble is, it basically all hinges on the secret ending being the canon ending, which is kinda hard to prove.
That's not really true. That's not necessarily true, no. Because, like, I think the secret ending is supposed to show us, like, oh, the mimic can be, it just shows us that it's possible that the mimic can be sedated, lack of a better word. There's another word, or neutralized. That's probably a better word, neutralized. And, like, while that didn't happen canonically in the game, that is what happened with what William did to get him.
Prove at this point, especially without the DLC or a sequel. Outside of that, there just isn't a lot of evidence for this line of thinking. You essentially have to go in with confirmation bias, the idea that your belief is correct, and so you can find evidence that works because you already believe it to be true. That's not to say that this couldn't be the answer. All I'm saying is that right now, with the evidence we have, it can feel like a bit of a stretch. There's also the issue of M2 being in the basement of Ruin. I still firmly believe that the mimic we meet in Ruin is M2 from Secret of the Mimic.
Yeah.
So by having M2 go on to be the crying child, you have to
Well, yeah, I think... Well, isn't that what they were saying throughout the entire theory this whole time?
jump through some weird hoops to make it survive Secret of the Mimic, but still end up locked away before Ruin happens. And those hoops are entirely speculative. It's me knowing point A and point C, and essentially just making up point B to fill in the gap, which isn't typically how I like to do things, because it's speculative at best and fanficky at worst. There's also the small things, like why would we hear a flatline in FNAF 4 if David Afton was just a robot M2 the whole time? And of course, there's
because robots aren't alive, so he would just have that flatline, because if he goes into the hospital and they plug a thing up to him, beep, because he's a robot.
Gregbot, the most Marmite of our FNAF theories in recent years. Some people love it, and some people hate it. In fact, most people hate it. And believe me, I get it. I would love for some of our human characters to just be their own thing rather than copies of others. Plus, with M2 down in the basement, it means we end up with 3 mimics running around. And that just feels
Well, no, because they just said M2 is the one in the basement. Hello, unknown. Thanks for stopping in.
Satisfying from a story perspective. Let's just say Vanessa is also a robot like the movie novelization seems to imply and just have a full set. Or we can try the other option, because this connection between these characters immediately seems suspicious. It couldn't just be a coincidence.
Oh, wait, hang on. While we're, I think we should take a break from the video and we should shift gears here a little bit. I want to go back to Secret of the Mimic. Or the game Secret of the Mimic. Sorry, I know I told you I would do this off stream, but you know what? It's content. It's content. Yeah, I'm just gonna play. Yeah, we're just gonna play Secret of the Mimic because I want to get executive permissions. I want to get executive permissions of the for the what's it called, things, so I could get all the man, you're the second person who I've heard say that. Do you think these theories are bad? I think they're pretty solid. Like, they're giving evidence. They're giving solid evidence and it makes sense. But anyway, I want to get executive. I want to get executive permission so I can get all the Mr. and Mrs. Helpful chat logs.
Tickets, please.
I am having so much fun.
I enjoy. I want to play. I am having so
Try your luck. Wheel of prizes. Spin wheel spin.
Be sure to like the video and subscribe. More Five Nights at Freddy's.
Win. Oh, bad luck. Try again.
Do I have a spin?
Wheel of prizes. Spin wheel spin. A mystery present. You might win. That couldn't happen.
Not happen again. What are the odds?
Let's spin the wheel. These games are amazing.
What a strange
I want to have so much fun. Wowee. You're there. Ready, set, blast off.
My aim is off today.
We come in peace. Great shot. You're doing stellar. Great shot. Great shot. We have in peace. We have a winner. And what did you win?
A free spin on a prize wheel.
A free spin on the prize wheel. Head over to the prize wheel to redeem your free spin.
Tickets, please.
My kids love me now. This is better than I said.
Tickets, please.
That was close. supposed to do here? Okay. There. Twist. 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 Oh, there we go. Okay.
Tickets, please.
Lucky you! You have a free spin!
Wow,
That
so
should
many. I
be your last
enjoy
spin.
time with my family.
Try your luck at the prize wheel. Wheel of prizes. Spin, wheel, spin. A mystery present you might win.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
dude.
so close.
Wait, so how did I get free spins?
I want to pay money to play these games. I am intrigued.
Ready, set, throw. Oh, you should join the major leagues. Dental reconstruction not covered by flood insurance. Dental reconstruction not covered by flood insurance. Serve you up for joining the circus. Kick those teeth. Those teeth aren't gonna hit themselves. Kick those teeth.
Ooh, 3-1. That's pretty good.
Oh, you should join the major leagues. Serve you right for joining the circus. We have a winner!
Look at score.
And what did you win? A free spin on the prize wheel. Head over to the prize wheel to redeem your free spin.
Bye, bye, bye.
Tickets, please.
Alright, there we go. Alright, perfect.
Tickets,
You
please.
have a free
What a strange and interesting.
You there! Try your luck at the prize. Wheel of prizes. Spin, wheel, spin. A mystery present you might win. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
You good, bro? Oh boy. What hat is that? So confused. What hat is that supposed to be? Oh, that hat. Okay, I see it. Wait, is that it? 7. Seven, 8. And the top hat. Yes, 7, 8, 3, 3. forgot. There was something up here I wanted to look at real quick. Candy Cadet. Lally's Lollies. Fazbear Foods. I don't think I saw that before. Fazbear Foods. Why do we have an advertisement in FNAF 6 for Lally's Lollies if that's a Fazbear Entertainment patent? Oh, right, I got it. Got it. There we go. No, I just hit the... Now... I find it so interesting, like, why is it snowing? Oh, and then look at this, This is something really cool I noticed. One of the Big Top's tickets fell. I don't know how I didn't notice that. I guess it's because it's very small. But, like, last time I ran through this game, I was just like, oh, wait a minute. Sorry, the cursor's being weird again. Oh, okay, thank Lord, bro.
on the job now. Arnold.
Hello. We don't care anything about you, but you want the schematics. My question is, was the mimic inside of Big Top and was trying to...
Arnold, hey. What took you so long? Don't get lazy on the job now. I need you to stay focused.
Bro, dispatch is
Come
like
back to the
such
security office
retweet, bro.
immediately. I found the location of another upgrade station.
Like, bro's
I am dying to know what happened in there. The system was flooded with alarms and alerts, and then it all stopped. I'm guessing you took care of it. Well done.
No. I almost died again. You need to send help. Get me out of here now.
Amazing. We'll look into it. But first, the system says the data diver was updated to include creator permissions. I guess that means you're an artist now. Good job. I knew you could do it. As for your real job, your next target is the upgrade station in the demonstration theater. Check the map. You can get there through the workshops.
Alright, I'm done. Okay. The demonstration. Oh, right, I know exactly where we need to go. Oh, it really sucks that we don't have, like, an audio log of our saves. Kind of like how Security Breach had. Because now I gotta play through the whole freaking heckin' game over.
Bye.
Oh shoot.
So many prizes.
Figured out recently it's a very easy way to get around trying to having to deal with the mimic, because then she just spawns immediately after the thing starts, so. Wait, actually no, I think the theater is down. Oh nope, that is not down there. Let's listen to these guys.
Notice to all workers. All late-night shenanigans are to stop immediately. I have some very important TV people coming to look at the show template. I can't have the projector breaking again.
Daddy's busy, buddy. Why don't you go outside?
I hate this section so much. Not because it's bad, but because I just hate it. Pet the bot. Come on, pet the bot. There we go. Oh, shoot. Come on. sucker. Kind of disappointing that the Mimic is actually kind of that stupid. Like, bro, he's supposed to be like one of the bigger one of the main antagonists of the whole series. It's just stupid. Tommy go in the locker. Huh? You know what? Maybe the character he's mimicking is stupid. So you gotta remember he mimics the characters or whatever. Why is he coming back now? Like, something I don't like about his programming in his programming in the game is that sometimes he'll just randomly decide, oh yeah, I'm gonna turn around. I'm just gonna turn around now. Bro, you did not see me that much, bro. Go away. Where's he gonna go? We can't exit that way. Oh wait, oh, he's going up the stairs. You can't just do that, dude. He spawned right in the costume in front of me, dude. Please go left. Please go left. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh. Alright guys, I'm gonna need a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Oh my... Dude. Oh, I literally did it again. Why are you doing that? I don't remember that ever happening. I mean, maybe once in a blue moon in my previous playthroughs, but this much... Come on, just kill me, just kill me. Just get me. Bro, the fact, like, bro, he picks up speed the longer he doesn't, the longer he is in pursuit, the faster he will get. And it's horrifying. Wrong. Okay, his head is last. Thank you, Lord. Pieces of updated Captain Springlock suit being found in the workshop. Full swoop required for entry to the backstage. Yeah, these are the second versions of the Springlock suits that actually work. Oh, whoops. Like, look at that. That's something about that is so weird. Like, why is he waving? Does he know? Get in. Holy crap. That was close. Sucker. Bye-bye.
Run demonstration pre-show.
potential investors and buyers. Are you thinking of getting into the children's television entertainment space? Are the costs of writers, crew, and puppeteers holding you back? Then, boy, have we got some news for you. Welcome to the MCM Television Studio of the Future. Here, there's no need for a cast or crew. Our patented Stage Manager software keeps your show on track and condensed to fit your broadcast time slot, including commercial breaks. If writers have you blocked, use an MCM story template. Simply supply the Stage Manager with the desired character names, location, and genre. It writes itself. Additional story templates available for purchase. What about the talent? Well, we remove the talent. No difficult puppeteers, demanding actors, or moody directors needed. Our system is drama-free. Simply interact with the performance by shooting targets to progress the story. And of course, you'll save a fortune on production costs. The MCM studio comes equipped with automated cameras, props, and lights. Seat filler audiences at additional costs. This example show is written and performed by a single costumed writer, director, cameraman, puppeteer, producer in front of an automated studio audience.
Back over here. Why do I keep hearing kids laughing? Come on. Yo, what up? You loon. Thanks for stopping in. My question is, what happened here that there's like a gaping hole in the ceiling? What is that up there? What the heck is that? What in the... I don't think we see that in the game. What is that? Oh wait, or is that the theater? That might be the theater. Oh, I'm just doing Secret of the Mimic right now. I'm trying to get admin permission so I can like get certain secret messages. Or certain messages. I shouldn't say secret, but certain messages. Okay, I think I just gotta go back now.
Operator, report to the stage left.
I know where that is. But that? What is that? Oh wait, or is that that's... Yeah, no idea, bro.
Now sit back and enjoy the demonstration.
Alright. Oh, you don't know any of the new games.
To begin the show, main stage curtain. Action.
Honestly, this one's pretty solid.
Ahoy there, kid.
Ahoy, Foxy.
Why you look so downtrodden? Today's a big surprise party. You should be excited.
I'm sad because today is the big surprise party. I forgot to get a gift. It's a disaster.
Timbers, no gift. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. Lads, did none of you get a present?
About an IOE.
Bossy, we need the perfect present for the big surprise party.
Is that all, is it? Perfect present coming right up.
Yarg! What's all this racket?
Foxy, you woke up the captain.
Are we under attack? The ship be covered in decorations? Decorations. First Mate Foxy, are ye having a party? Of course not, Captain. We would never. Right? Did you forget pirate rule number 22? No parties. And pirate rule number 2? No decorations. Aside from our flag, that is.
Yeah, security breach, that game just wasn't it. This one is definitely you could have mimicked the staff and I think it's not. No. I'm not gonna. I don't know. It's got a lot of good things. Fun fact, the character we're playing as came off a 36-hour shift before doing this. Before going into this facility.
Bonjour, Monsieur Foxy. The snacks are ready. Bernard, how much did you make? As you know, there was no gift list, so I made a little extra. It's not enough. I can make more. Party snacks. Pirate rule number 1. No party snacks.
Oh. Come on, man. I just want to open my candle. Oh, yeah.
Well done, Boston.
Foxy! Foxy! Roctopus! Roctopus on the starboard bow!
Curse ye, Foxy. Every sailor knows Roctopi are drawn to boat parties. This is why sailors don't have boat parties.
Hey, man. Groovy party. What do you got to eat?
That dude reminds me of like those surfer dudes from SpongeBob.
Oh, far out.
Oh, really? Oh, why is he not the same thing? Oh, okay.
Tip your headphones a little forward.
Oh,
so
yeah. Yeah.
We need to go get your haircut before we go.
Again? Well, whoops.
Yarg! What's all this racket?
Foxy, you woke up.
I gotta
the
start
captain.
all the way back here.
Are we under attack? The ship be covered in decorations? Decorations.
No, that's crazy.
First Mate Foxy, are ye having a party?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Of course not, Captain.
I'm sure there's definitely some correlation.
Right, right.
Because you know that that whole thing, because there is a link, there is a heavy link of this game to the Curse of Dreadbear, and that is the what's it called? You know that thing where the ignited fox, the fire foxy, like where you're walking around the maze, that is Fall Fest, and there's talk about Fall Fest in this game. Like Edwin talking about it in voice memos.
Did you forget pirate rule number 22? No parties. And pirate rule number 2? No decorations. Aside from our flag, that is.
That's insane, I gotta do all these all over again. Just because I let one stupid little puppet somehow kill me. I don't know how the puppet should kill you, but... But yeah. Canonically, this game is the first one in the entire series in terms of the timeline. This one takes place in 1979, which is the earliest that any other Fnaf game has taken place. So this has a lot of correlation with a good chunk of all the games.
Party snacks. Pirate rule number 1. No party snacks.
Yeah, that also makes the fact that this is the earliest time in the franchise makes it such a crucial game to the story. Like anytime like a game, a lore-based game has like a farthest in the timeline story or earliest in the timeline story, it is a very important game. To be fair, all the Fnaf games are very important to the story.
Hold your fire! Foxy! Foxy, it's done!
Also, how do you change the font of your text? The font is different than everyone else.
The perfect present!
Well done, Boston.
Foxy! Foxy! Roctopus! Roctopus of the starboard bow!
Curse ye, Foxy. Every sailor knows Roctopi are drawn to boat parties.
Alright, no more.
This is why sailors don't have boat parties. Hey, man.
Oh, yeah.
Groovy party. What do you got to eat? Come on, lads! Stop!
Hang on, I got something. Yeah, there are healthy, the first iteration of Helpy appears in this game. His name is Mr. Helpful, which there's a lot to go on for the lore to explain why he's called Mr. Helpful in this game, but that's weird. Hang on, I dropped one of my chocolate-covered peanuts and I can't leave it on the floor because I got cats and cats eating chocolate. If I don't grab it now, I'm gonna forget. Come on. Did I drop? Maybe I didn't drop one. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Maybe I'm slowly losing it. Anyway.
That octopus! Oh, far out.
Don't kill me.
Bummer. This party's a downer, man. What a bunch of squares. Well done, lads.
What do you mean, a new
work
one?
together for once, like a real.
Are you talking about the graphic novel? That's like the most recent thing I've heard from the Fourth Closet. Otherwise, the original Fourth Closet I think is from like 2016 or 2017.
You've made me the happiest captain on the seven seas.
Foxy, you did it! You did it! You found the perfect present for the captain!
I did?
The perfect present was friendship all along!
Foxy, this party was for me? Why, of course, Captain. Who else? Foxy, my birthday was last week.
Emergency. Unsafe conditions detected. The show must go on. Simply shoot the targets to progress the story. Please follow the script. Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
Oh, no. Poor Captain. Another Springlock failure? According to your records, this is not your first visit to the service hospital. Scanning. Error. It appears you have a foreign object wedged inside. Now don't you worry. We will get you all sorted out. Stay right there, and I will consult the service manual. Good news! The procedure is simple. We must clear out the foreign material. First, we will blend up the foreign object. Then, you'll need a stringent steam clean to soften up the remaining organic material so we can scoop it out. Finally, we will flush out your interior with a power hose, then give you a nice long soak in the bleach bath. You will be shipshape in no time. Please wait here until your number is called. There are 4,625 tasks ahead of you.
Thank goodness for that.
I'm very excited about our next showroom. Welcome to the world's first recycling center. Basically, we take trash and turn it into cash. To explain how it all works, let me introduce one of our many hard-working recycling automations. Say hello, Nurse Dolly.
Everyone be sure to like and
Hello,
subscribe.
Nurse Dolly.
Oh, that gets me every time. I
Well,
thought
Nurse
it
Dolly
would be
goes
fun
through
to
the
go with
dialogue
a
and
doll
we'll do it.
hospital fee. Pretty neat, huh? Dolly, tell them what you do.
I am recycling. Edwin Murray coined the term, and it will soon be an industry standard. I take broken stuff and turn it into new stuff. So much money is saved by reusing these old parts that we call it going green.
Because money is green, not the old part.
Edwin is a genius. Wink.
Back.
Oh, get back to work, you. But Edwin, how does it work, you may ask? Well, we collect various
Hey guys, I'm
discarded
starting to
materials.
think that maybe there's
I'm
estrogen
talking
in
about broken
the bottled
midway
water.
games, costumes, computer and television.
Oh my gosh!
Vacuum cleaners, toasters,
That scared the
and precious
bejesus
metals.
out of me, girl. I completely
Those
forgot.
useless things.
I walked
then
on the track and I'm just like, oh wait, that's the girl.
costumes and technologies for your family fun centers at a discounted price. And what we can't use is broken down into its basic components, which we then sell at a profit.
Nice try scaring me. That's like the 50th time I've went through. Oh, hi. I do think this segment is really good without ever set up, bro. Oh, yep, she's wrong. Oh, hi!
You need a lobotomy.
No, I do not.
Fix, fix, fix.
Fix, fix, fix. Please go away. Don't turn around. Please don't turn around.
Drastic cash.
And she turned around, bro. Quit lollygagging, Dolly.
Send to furnace.
Please leave. Please just leave.
You're
Please
not
don't.
allowed back here.
Please leave. Please turn right. Please turn right. Oh, yeah.
Separate.
I swear, if she turns around like one more time, she like gets to the middle and stops and then just turns around. You know what? It's not worth it. Just get me. Yeah, the Fnaf songs. Yeah, they're amazing, bro. My personal favorite, probably It's Been So Long. It's either that one or the first. Why is she... Why does she keep, like, entering the way I need to go? Actually, wait, not me. Maybe I don't need to go that way. Wait, no, I think I do because I gotta pull the...
furnace.
Haha, she got outsmarted.
Hello there. If you're one of our prospective clients, then you've wandered into an off-limits area. For your safety, cover your head and crawl slowly but steadily towards the nearest exit. Attention security personnel. We need to keep the furnace running every night. The recycling center staff is not to leave the building until the furnace checklist is completed every night. No exceptions.
Oh yeah, so this is Mr. Helpful, by the way.
For your safety, but mostly for the safety of our upstairs employees, elevator access is closed until all furnace tasks are complete. The fumes down here can be strong, but I can help.
Oh,
This
yeah, that
helpful checklist will remind you how to do your job.
I also really like Survive the Night.
The following furnace tasks remain. Dispose of an appropriate amount of salvage material into designated trash chutes. Use the conveyor control to empty trash into the incinerator. Don't forget to turn the furnace power on before you leave every night.
Oh yeah, and this is also the thing I'm trying to get all the permissions for. So you see how like each permission has like a level, it has a different message.
Hello, creator. Did you lose your way? This is no place for creative thought. It's so loud and clanky. Head back upstairs and make the magic happen.
Barbara R. No, I think I probably, 0 days since last incident, that's great. I probably already screenshot that. Yo, what up, hey gamer? Thanks for stopping in. Admin permission.
We need to run some tests. You need a lobotomy.
I think we got quite a few new faces here tonight. Access granted. Oh, hi.
Repaired.
sucker. Bro, I just realized this game, this segment would be so much more horrifying if she crawled in the vents. Oh lord, that would be so freaky, bro.
More returns. More returns.
No way, it's Glen Rock Freddy. Bro. Okay, wait, why do you need to make a new account? Bro, come on. Like, why'd she have to murder me, bro? Bro, how is this a safe layout for, what's it called? For work. Oh, yeah, let's just go stand here on the conveyor belt. Which I guess it's like such a safety hazard. I had to. Wait, hang on. Now that I got the next permission, let's see.
I have great news, admins. Say hello to Dolly. Now that the Dolly system is up and running, you can stop collecting time cards. She can work an unlimited number of hours without breaks or mealtime, always with a smile on her face.
Yeah, about that.
Dolly also can't be injured or need a sick day. Just imagine the money we'll save. You can begin laying off the sorting staff as more Dolly tracks are installed throughout the lower levels.
Yeah, once again, about that. Hey. love how that stops her, but not the whole entire freaking reactor core piece. Oh! Parkour? Parkour? Okay, I just want to fall and see. Oh! You know, I don't know why they wouldn't just put barriers in there instead. Put barriers so you can't fall off. And I guess that would kind of break immersion. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Probably will break immersion. Fix. What I got? Yeah, I forgot. She walks through here, so we gotta give her some salvage. Oh crap! Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Yo, welcome back. Sorry, my name is Victor. Alright, there we go. Come on, girly pop, let's go. Oh, you made a new channel. Oh, she's humming. I've never heard her hum before. Oh, okay, bet. Oh my gosh, you're back. Hello. Oh, that's how she saw me when I stood up. Shoot! Go, 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 go! Come on. Okay, you want to just crouch the whole time. I need to crouch the whole time. Recycle. 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 gosh! You got a lot closer. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I did not see her right there. Here's my question. If she's right there, then how in the freaking heck did she
Hello,
get all the
employee.
way up
From the
there?
bottom of our hearts, Ed and I apologize for all the elevator problems. So, there is some good news and some less good news. The good news is that you can make repairs from inside the elevator. You don't have to wait around until someone notices that it's stuck and fixes it. The less good news is that you won't have the lives of your fellow employees weighing on your conscience if things take a downward turn. Because you're in the elevator as well, which is still good, but less good. You can fix it as a team, and no one person is to blame. Okay, let's just hop right in. Now, turn the elevator off. Next, rebalance the elevator. That's it? No details? Ugh. When the rebalancing is complete, open the elevator doors. Press the open maintenance hatch button. Okay, start the diagnostics routine by inputting the following code. 1, 2, 3,
nice.
4.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hope that worked. You are now safe to close everything up. Turn on the elevator and disengage the emergency.
And somehow this MF.
Hey, Ryder. There's
Water,
too much
lava.
weight in the elevator. I'm not here to shame, just trying to help you fix the lift. Now, let me check. So disorganized. If you're personally worried about weight issues, I suggest a good diet and exercise. Try tofu.
Shout out
You'd
to
be surprised at
Daniel.
how it soaks in flavors. As
Shut
for
up
the
about
elevator,
tofu, Fiona.
it's just a bunch of Ed's chicken scratches.
Open.
Well, it can't be that different from the other elevators. Oh, right! You need to realign the elevator using the realignment thingy. When that's done, increase the speed of the elevator. Once you've figured that part out, power on the elevator, disengage the emergency brake,
The amount of times I've wasted the game, I never noticed that. I know it's that in like my second, third, I think it's my third or fourth playthrough. I noticed. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. I just noticed now how long it took him to like do that. Okay, that's all good.
Arnold, can you hear me?
Finally, you have access to the admin wing. That's where Murray's office is located, and most importantly, the schematics. The best way to the admin wing is through the warehouse. That's the big room you've been standing in front of all night.
You can see it through that window. Guess you should have gone there first. But hindsight is 20/20, right?
Well, I don't
As
get.
always, try to keep quiet and don't draw attention to yourself. Do that, and I'm positive nothing else bad is going to happen to you. Until the next time something else bad happens to you.
But like, I don't get what he means. You should have gone there first. I physically could not have without the admin thing. So it's like like I get why we had like it's fine that we had to go through everything because we needed to. What? You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. Alright, that's chilled down.
The grand prize is a mystery.
Oh crap. Okay, there's the security office. Which, yeah, I never looked in there for some reason. Chica, I swear to God. Oh! Bro. There we go. Crap. No, you're back. No way. Oh my gosh, everyone's back. Guys, it's the lion costume from Security Breach Ruin. Why they decided to cover it up with the tarp, I don't know. Oh boy, here we go with this puzzle again. Just annoying. No. No, not. Grab it. I'm a little quiet, chat. I'm trying to get this in. I played this game so many freaking times. You know what? At least it wasn't like... I played it like 4 times in a session. Whoa! Bro, I got my hitbox got caught on me, bro. That's crazy. Like 4 times in a row in terms of like streams to like try to get all the endings, but yeah, thankfully I haven't played it in a while, so. Why is it glowing? Alright, come on, where do I go? Where did I come from? Where did I go? Where did I come from? Oh, this part again. Oh crap, I touched them. Shoot. Come on, where's the... I don't know if y'all can see my mouse, but like it's just screwed up. I don't know what the yeah, I don't know if I made it so my mouse can be seen on stream. Oh, yep, you guys can't see it. I just think it's absolutely hilarious that the cupcakes can kill you. I mean, I guess if the puppets can kill you, then the cupcakes can, am I right? Wonder what that blocked off room goes. Are we kidding me right now, dude? Shut up, you stupid cupcakes. How did you get over there, dude? Oh, wait, never mind. This way over there. I don't think she's up here. Nope, sucker. What a sucker. Probably the fastest of their speed ran that part. Alright, well, let's hide in this locker. Oh, no. I remember Markiplier got so scared. Oh my gosh, this dude's legs, bro. What did the mimic do to his legs, man? Anyway, man. Oh, sorry, executive. Oh, crap. Oh, I see what I gotta do. There we go. We got all the upgrades that we need here. So let's listen to all.
Welcome to the administration wing. Take a seat, and someone will be with you shortly.
I think we already listened to these ones.
Welcome, security team. Please continue to treat
Yeah,
all
we
our
listened to this
employees
one.
and our prospective clients with love and respect. We may not say it enough, but you're the best.
Ooh. I never noticed that before. The cool little logos. A little advanced for 1979, if you ask me. Alright, now we gotta do the freaking basement thing again. Society of Elevators. In case of accident, yell as loud as you can. Someone will come up and get you. That's hilarious. And also concerning. No signal. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh. I don't think people talk about the segments of the game anywhere near as much as they should. Like this is actually like a really solid segment with like the audio and everything, the visuals. My gosh. Oh, bro, I low-key thought that was Candy Cadet or something. It's like, what is that? Oh, hi. Hi. Hi, Birdie. Oh, hi. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Don't touch me, don't touch me. Oh, crap. Yep, that's the problem. That's the problem. Oh my gosh, how did he not get me? Yeah, I just think the ambience, this part is just so incredible. Like, it just brings a whole, like, another level to it. Oh my gosh, hi. Stupid white tiger. Alrighty, we did it. Now we can finally go back throughout the game and go to all the different stations.
You found the schematics. Great. Get back to the security office right away. Time to wrap things up. Don't forget to come to the security office. Then you can go home.
Sucker. Alright.
Error. This elevator is out of service.
No, it's not.
Thank you for your patience. Welcome. Enjoy a short ride on this reliably safe elevator to access the MCM showrooms. Security personnel, please help with client relations until the elevator repair is complete. Security personnel, Ensure the elevator weight limit does not exceed a combined total of 175 pounds.
What?
Or de-seed 102 pounds.
What?
That can't be right. What's the opposite of exceed?
Why can it not go below a certain weight? Doesn't make sense.
Attention! Elevator maintenance is not required. Tut-tut, creator. You know better than to be out here in the lobby. Get back to your workstation. Admins, please ensure that our creator staff aren't wandering around the lobby. With all the elevator issues, we really can't afford another incident.
Oh. Okay, there's a little bit of lore. I wonder what that incident is.
Honey, that stupid elevator keeps acting up.
Oh.
Every time it breaks, I get pulled away to reset the thing. These disruptions totally throw off my vibe. But I had the best idea. Can you make a quick instructional tape telling staff how to fix it? Love you.
Wait, weren't they here earlier saying something about the spring locks or something? Or was that not the one? I swear I thought this was the one. What was that? Oh, I gotta put soft number on my heater. Freezing. Crap. Oh, loser. Loser.
Welcome to the Murray Showrooms. Everything's for sale or lease. Please inquire within for availability and delivery options. We're sad to announce that the Storytime showroom is currently closed, pending mitigation of insurance claims. Attention security personnel. The rooftop access permissions have been changed to accommodate our creative team, so they can retar the roof.
What?
If you require rooftop access, upgrade your permissions at the security office located on the second floor of the Big Top showroom.
Creators of tarring their roof is crazy.
Please be aware of potential power spikes. In case of an outage, use the conduit in the Big Top showroom entrance to reset the system. need to make a good impression on our prospective clients. Strike that. Not just good, but great. Every night, we need you to look for any imperfections on our displays. Repaint and repair any scratches, scuffs, stains, dings, and dents you find. We'll let you figure out a good schedule. I got a lot going on. Just make sure it gets done and take pride in your work. Attention, my admin friends. Despite everything that's been going on, you've been doing such a great job holding everything together. And I was just thinking, we should do another one of our fun dinner parties. How long has it been? So, I invite you all up to the house for fondue and board games, like we used to.
Fondue.
Fiona loved it when we could put our work aside even for a bit and just get to know each other. So I want to do that. Tonight, yeah. Tonight at 8. See you at 8!
A Swiss stick of melted cheese or chocolate syrup in a heat pot. Ooh. Sounds good. Very good.
Fiona, surprise, it's me, Edwin. This might be a little awkward, but
this
I've got something very important to ask you. Okay?
Yeah, but we get it. Somebody loves you. How am I supposed to... Do I need to replay the conduit again? Oh, yeah. That's gotta be like the most corniest off thing. Ask her through Mr. Helpful. Mr. Helpful. Using Mr. Helpful to ask to marry her. That's the corniest off thing. Am I right, Chad?
You there! Ready, set! Those teeth aren't done. Clowns are funny. Those teeth aren't gonna hit themselves. Hit those teeth.
I hate how the mimic freaking spawns in here, dude. Like, it's such a claustrophobic space. Why? I'm just trying to, what's it called, just find... I'm just trying to find answers to the lore of the game. Like, specifically, like, I got admin... I got admin access because I'm trying to, like... Because I'm trying to... Oh, no, not sleeping. I already 100% the game. What I'm doing is I'm trying to... I got admin permission so I can, like, get all the Mr. Helpful messages, like, you know how you, like, crank it to, like, admin or whatever, like, admin permissions and stuff, to get certain messages. I'm doing that. So I want to get some messages. I need some answers. Yeah, no, Sleepy Moon has already done that. One was rather frustrating. Oh, get you. Get you. Please don't tell me he's on. Oh my gosh. Loser! Look at him. Look at him. What a loser. He didn't see me in time. Keep it pushing, buddy. Keep it pushing. Please don't turn around. No, maybe I shouldn't have called him a loser. Oh, crap. Yeah, I was sometimes he just, like, gets in... The Mimic just really, just... He like... He likes to... Like, just walk, stop, turn around, walk, stop, turn around, like... I want to say he soft locks, but... But yeah, like, it's such a claustrophobic space. Why would they just randomly decide, oh yeah, I'll throw him in here? It'd be funny. Oh my god, this makes me just sleep. Yes. Okay, thankfully it does. I've only been in here like once. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's where the stage. So that goes down to the what's it called? The stage thing. Okay, so I was looking up there and I'm just like, what is that? Okay, so this is the one. Oh shoot, I forgot you can spawn. Staff for me, I need staff. Wait, no, I'm not staff. You passed for staff, but not. What is that sound? That's so
Edwin, never forget. They're behind it. Don't trust them. Never tell them. They want to destroy you. Dad was right.
Okay, let's use anything of significant value. Because when I did my playthrough to get like all the secrets the first time, I didn't get to this one. Shoot, I should have grabbed a rat. Bumbling bee, a busy bee. Like, it's so uncanny. Like, look at the legs. It looks like a real person. Like, but it's the mimic. This. I don't know if this has any lore relevance or not. I'm just gonna screenshot this. I don't know. It feels like it's something important. Like, I don't understand what the point of just putting that there is. GDZF. Like they went out of their way to put that there. It almost seems like. Red. bedtime. Oh. I love how sometimes some pushes just don't render right. Alright, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Join us at Fredbear's Family Diner. Which, this is how we know that, Fredbear's Family Diner is currently open at the time of Secret of the Mimic. Oh, what are those drink cups? Are those Fredbear drink cups? Interesting. Okay, let's see. There's a door ripped off the hinges here. Well, the door is gone, but like 4,702, 455. Man, what is with them like having the most random odd numbers for their locker numbers? Okay, water. Can I go in the fridge? This is some kind of break room. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is a break room. I'm pretty sure this is 100% sure. Okay, so yeah, this is what Matt Patton's theory. Tiger truffle. Fruit bar 100% artificial. Okay, we didn't get these. Let's get these pictures. Yeah, these I did not get in my... You know, this room is honestly a little bit disappointing. I wish there was, like... There's more. Oh my gosh, hi. That was rather unfair. That was unfair. Come on, mouse cursor. Oh, okay, bro. I just want to get out of here. Let's get out of here. We got everything we needed. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Haha, loser, sucker. Man, why did you have to go up there? Bro. Wait, I forgot. I'm able to just break through here, right? So I gotta go all the way back through. Yeah, nope. I think I gotta go all the way back through. Why did they spawn him in, dude? That was so unnecessary.
You there! Step right up and smack a...
Wait, what's up here? Oh. Since when was this a thing? When has that been there? I don't remember that ocean's being there. Okay, yep, we can't go back that way. Is there a Mr. Helpful up here? No. Hang on. Let me look this up. Big top showroom, retail showroom. Retail showroom.
Big cable comes...
Mute. Why did it just immediately go into a Raising Cane's ad after I skipped the ad? Oh, a double ad. Yup. Elevator issues, dinner party, oh, the costume workshop, right. Oh my gosh, can it not give me an ad every nanosecond? It's like really frustrating. Oh, why is that closed off? That's odd. That's very odd. Why does it close off the birthday show here? Wait, is the tab still open? Why is that still showing? So oh gosh.
You're almost done.
Shut up, dispatch. Now, which way is the workshop? I want to get to the workshop directly. Oh, there it is. Perfect.
Welcome to our world-famous costume workshop. If you are not an MCM employee, please proceed to the client viewing area. Backstage theater access is restricted to potential clients and demonstration operators. For your safety, a spring-lock suit is required.
Never thought I'd hear the word "for your safety" and "spring-lock suit" in the same sentence regarding needing a spring-lock suit.
Spring-lock assembly may be required. Please ensure there are no hazards that could cause issues. Mr. Helpful is worried about the effects of moisture on the suit's functionality and safety.
That must be the first iteration.
If you're assigned to run the demonstration, please follow the demo instructions. A completed director suit is required. Use the costume lift to access the theater booth. It won't operate unless you're wearing the suit. Once you're in place, the stage manager program will guide you through the demonstration. Good luck! Oh, I mean, break a leg. Sorry. Every costume that leaves this building must now have shipping insurance. We can't keep doing these trivial repairs. It's pulling staff away from their other priorities. Ed, I hate talking to you through this stupid bear, but it's hard to reach you otherwise. I'm worried about the new suit design.
One of my costumers, Vic, nearly lost his hand today. All he did was spill a can of pop and the thing snapped shut like a bear trap. You're busy, but you can't rush these things. Please look into it.
Alrighty, where's the next one? 2 ads again, it's crazy. There's got to be a way to get back down to the doll hospital. Holy crap. What the heck is all that noise? Didn't I fall through the floor here earlier? Why is it? Oh, it's all intact again. No, 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 no. I need to see that. Why do I keep hearing that sound? Oh, is it like wrist twisted?
Now sit back and enjoy the demonstration.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Places, please. Operator, report to the stage left.
Is there a way to get up there? I don't think there is. Alright, well, I think that's pretty much everything. That was not what I was hoping it was gonna be. Whole lot of nothing burger. That was. But hey. At least I know. Yes. Yes. Come on. No, hard close there. Alright. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We will probably get back to doing you know what, we're done. Secret of the Mimic, we're done. We're done looking for secrets and stuff. We're done looking for all that. We don't need it, Secret of the Mimic anymore. We're gonna get back to base security breach next time. So thank